And welcome back once again. My name is James Henderson, your host here at BizBase.app. So what is BizBase.app? It is a one-stop shopping solution for a business that is just getting started. So in most business cases, you don't have a clue what you're wanting to start out with. So we've given it to you all for just $10 a month. Unlimited e-commerce, limited auction, your directory, your SMS texting, your newsletters. Like I said, we've given it all to you, and in return, we just ask you that you share, you know, on how great you're doing with our product. That's it. My name is James Henderson, your host here at BizBase.app, your one-stop shopping solution. Now, who am I? What have I done in the past, and how can you help me with my business? Well, my name is James Henderson. I'm a U.S. Army veteran of the United States Army. Basic training was the ultimate way of learning of how to start a business, because you realize that a lot of people on YouTube are just feeding you fluff. And guess what? People in today's world, they don't want fluff. They just want to get to the point, get it, and get out. And so if you've got a better solution that has more value at a less cost, that's 90% of business. Now all you got to do is sell it. But if you're not an IT person that knows how to program an e-commerce site, then where do you go to get that? Well, like I said, I've been doing this for the last 20 years, and especially with the e-commerce site. And so I'm to share it with you to help. If you can help me pay for my cloud hosting fees and buy me a beer, that's all I'm asking for. And I know a lot of people are saying, you got to raise your price. Not really. I'm retired. I'm done. All right. So this is a great way for me to just get another beer. And let's move on to an overview of what your business needs, especially if you're in high school, and how this product can actually help you out. So here's the product itself. So if we click on test application, it'll move on to, of course, test.bizbase.app. Click login, and then clickboard. So every company that you know is great probably has a few great employees that care. In fact, businesses today, they know, or they try to market to you that they care. But since you probably don't have a very large budget, and so here you want to actually tell your future customers on how much you care about your product or service and how it helps them. And coming down the line is, of course, your own business. What is your business all about? So we've got, where you're located. If you're located here, along with the about us information, and of course, you got to, of course, tell other people where you're at with your social media site, and of course, your revenue. Every great business is not great unless it's generating income. If it's not generating income, then you're a nonprofit, and so you should start applying for 501(c)(3)s in that. And that basically saying that you're not making money. Well, even some nonprofits make money. In fact, they make a ton of it. But anyways, that's another video amongst itself. So how are you going to make money from it as in your business? So here in the next couple of videos, we're gonna start digging deep into the global market or in your local market. What information that you're gonna really be seeking to see whether or not this is a money-making business or if it's just a hobby. Two different things there that I just said. Is it a hobby? Is it a great idea, but it's just a hobby? Or is this a money-making idea that can help a lot of people and turn around, get you to become very successful? What about your legal entities? What are you going to need if you're just starting a business? Oh man, that's a lot of information right there. Well, it happens to mean a lot for a lot of people because first of all, this is, if you've never started a business before, this is your first chance to give back to the government. Some people, say they give to charities, but here when you have a business, you get to give back to the government. And one of those ways is by signing up with the DBA. So you've already got this great idea. You know that it's going to make money. So let's just make sure that no one else has the name that you're trying. For an example, you've got an ultimate way of flipping burgers and you want to call your product McDonald's or your company McDonald's. Well, that's not going to fly. And in uh, in another case, it also helps you because you create a great company name. You want to make sure no one frauds, people who trust you by having them start a business under your same name and then and sell something cheaper. So once again, that's a big concern for them. Money matters. In fact, making sure money matters. So are your customers happy when they start buying it? Are they leaving you good reviews, or are they telling you what areas you need to tweak to make your product better? What about orders? When is this a seasonal thing, or is this happen to be a yearly thing? Those are very important questions when you start a business. Like for instance, mowing lawns. That happens to be a seasonal job. It's great for high school students when you're you know transitioning from either high school to college or from junior to senior. You know, but once again, is this a year round thing or is this just a seasonal thing? And then what about so once again, having your idea become reality. It's not as daunting as you think when it comes if you have many moving parts in your business. I mean, think about it. In order to have an e-commerce site, you've got to have customers on one end and then a cart on the other end that take orders and then do a checkout process. But what happens when you start interacting with employees? Well, that happens to be a big deal, especially if you're all working on the same CRM. You don't want your employees to interact with or to take your payment key ID. So you're going to want to make sure that your employees can only see certain things in their business, but providing a great value to your business to help you continue to grow. Like that's the reason why you never see out of a strong digital company, your programmers are in one area, your digital marketers are in another area, and for the people who interact with the user interfaces, that happens to be a tremendous deal because those frontline guys, when it comes to programming, don't think the way the same. They don't think the same as the back end guys who are interacting with the databases and writing control functions. Now, what does all that mean? It's your salesmen versus your warehouse guys. It's your welders versus your wireline guys. Everyone has their talents. Everyone has their niche, and in today's society, we're talking a lot more have gone into every aspect of your different areas and businesses to become very successful. But in high school, and if you're just starting out, you don't need all those things. And of course, we're gonna put a video on the daily grind. Operating a business that spans is is almost the key to your growth, a successful growth, but a growth in general. From coordinating across time zones to managing a diverse team. We're all about that. And how so? Well, here at the employees, you can always add an employee. Take Joe here. Well, we'll put Joe Biden as one of your employees. If you're a fan or not, doesn't matter. But of course, we're not quite sure what time zone he's in. So is he employee? Is he not employee? But working with different time zones is very key to helping Joe out. And of course, your personal growth. You might have your thinking power literally shot. You're doing all these different things, interacting with customers, employees, and trying to develop a new product. And so you're shot. But if you're going to stay successful, you gotta you've got to niche off a certain amount of time for your own personal growth. What is Why is that? I mean, you got to go work out. You got to keep learning. Especially about your customers, your competitive business, to stay an edge upon those. So once again, continuing to learn will also be of great value. So so here at bizbase.app, we have tons of different examples, trying to keep you keep you going, and once your business starts growing, you always want to hire someone better than you. Like as an engineer, I'm a great engineer, but I enjoy building businesses more. So when I hire engineers that are a lot better than me. So they can outcode me 10 to 1. And which is great because they love coding. I love building businesses and helping people to work. And that's it. So, so in our next several videos, like I said, we're going to be going through a lot here to help, what your business is all about, how to mold it, how to shape it, and on top of that, how to use bizbase.app to help you succeed in business. So from all of us here at bizbase.app, we want to wish you a happy Valentine's. Want to thank you very much for all your love and support, and thank you for all the guys who've given me information, insights of what I can do to make this site even better. So we're always taking, different, you know, information. We're always answering questions, and we just want to say thank you very much for everything that you've helped us out with. All right, you have a great day, and we'll see you out in the business world.